Welcome back to the Greener Lawn. So this is a series on how I take a lawn that is in horrible shape, rough shape, no lawn at all. Maybe you have a weed field. I know I did. That's just beautiful, isn't it? But this is how I take a area like this and I transform it. It is going to be a weekly process, so it will not be a transformation video in this one by itself. So what we are going to be doing in the backyard is this is going to be a 15-foot flower bed. You can kind of see where it comes and it traces over. So then over here, it is going to be a 30 by 30 little patch of grass. But the thing about it is if we look at it from this point to that point, and you can't really see because there's a bunch of weeds in the way, this is about 3 inches shorter on this side than it is on that side. So I've got to bring topsoil in to be able to level this area out. And that's the reason why on my sprinklers, I have hoses just in because I need to level and I can't have any sprinkler to be able to do that. And since this is a 30 by 30, you can kind of see how the sprinkler line was ran right down here. Over in here, I'm going to be putting in a big garage. But then over here, it is going to still transition and come back over into some grass. But these are the starting tips that I have for you to be able to start that process.
The biggest one that we need to focus on
when we have a lawn or a field or a area that looks like this, we need to start burning down the weeds. What I mean is not physically burn it with fire, is what we're going to do is take a product and start killing these weeds off that are in here. So we have to identify what weeds we have to know what we need to use. So for the majority of our weeds, glyphosate is going to work. But when it comes to things like Bermuda grass that I have, I can actually run something that's a little bit different. And for this case, I'm going to be using a product called Ornamec. Ornamec will kill this Bermuda grass really well for me because Bermuda is starting to become glyphosate tolerant. So for my area, I am going to be using the glyphosate and then I am going to be using Ornamec. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to spray this area today, then I am going to let it dry, and in the next week I'm going to water it 2 times. My system is not up yet, I just have lines pulled, so I can't water it with that. So I have to use a hose end watering tool. I don't like dragging hoses. I understand now what you guys have that have to. It is the biggest pain in the... We're going to spray it out, give it that week with the watering, and then what we are going to do is come in and mow this down, hit it again with the glyphosate. Word of caution, whenever using any products such as herbicides, pesticides, fertilizers, always use them by their recommended label rates and uses. Never go outside of these. The Greener Lawn does not condone nor instruct you to go outside the uses on any of these products. Now it's the watch and wait game. As you can see, I do have my work cut out for me. I have a lot to renovate and I have to get done, but I have a 4-week time period. So I am going to be killing it off right now. So at day 4, I am going to mow this down so that I start to bring that level down while I'm going to be watering it twice during the week. And then at the week mark, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to spray it again, kill off some more of the weeds that I had grow in, and then I will do this 3 times over the next 3 weeks. At the 3-week mark, once I do that, I am going to then switch over to my leveling aspect where I'm going to bring this up, bring in my topsoil for my beds back here, and get this ready for 4 weeks out for the overseed. So my overseed is going to be around September 15th. It's a good time frame, usually across the northern states, to look at as that temperature starts to drop below 80 degrees for our daytime high. That's what we're looking for. So if you want tips, tricks, or help on this type of a project, feel free to reach out to me at info@DIYgrasscare.com. So the products that I'll be using will be down in the links down below. And if you're interested in them, go ahead and go check them out. I'm Jeremy of the Greener Lawn. Make her green.